mental clarity and performance in today's world is significantly less than it was 20, 30 years ago. And this has really been driven by the age of digitalization, the constant distractions that we're experiencing in today's world through social media, through the news, through that desire to always be on, never be off, to always be accessible, the mobile phone being available all the time, all of these extra distractions that we never used to have before the digital age that have crept into our life and made it really difficult for ourselves to get that mental clarity, to get that focus, and to really elevate our performance to that next level. In fact, we all thought at the beginning of the digital era that digitalization would bring us much greater scope for performance, and in fact it's not always the case. We're still adopting very similar working practices to that we had before the digital age, yet we've got all of this additional stuff on top that is weighing us down, and we're just not designed, evolutionary speaking, to cope with the volume of distraction that we're experiencing today. And the consequences of this are vast. We're seeing increased work-related stress, the number one epidemic by the World Health Organization. We're seeing increases in mental health issues, particularly depression, anxiety, and suicide rates are all on the rise in the younger generation as well, and that is a growing concern. And it is causing us to have that overwhelming fatigue, and all of this is linked to Alzheimer's disease. It's one of the risk factors of Alzheimer's disease, which does not currently have a cure at present. So what can we do about it? Well, my name is Dr. Ruth Mary Allen. I'm a certified brain health and high performance coach. I'm a certified Havening Techniques practitioner, and my goal is to help you unchain your pain, unlock the secrets to greater mental clarity and performance so that you can really unleash your full potential by optimizing your unique brain and step into your best self to lead your family and your team to that next level in life. And I, always looking for opportunities to improve my mental clarity and performance. And it's been particularly difficult in this pandemic at the moment because we're all working and living in the same place. In fact, we're not working from home. Our home has gone into our workplace. It's all under the same roof. And that makes it particularly challenging to get that mental clarity and the performance that we seek, that optimal performance that we are looking for. So what can we do? Well, one of the steps that I found really transformative very recently was just reshuffling what we do within our day and how we approach our day. So I'm a mum with a young daughter who does fortunately go to nursery, but we were finding that when she came home from nursery, we would feed her, then we would put her to bed, we'd do that together, then we'd feed ourselves, we'd cook the dinner ourselves and feed ourselves, and before we knew it, it would be like 8 o'clock in the evening. We'd hardly have any time for ourselves. We'd be eating very late into the evening. That wouldn't give us the ideal time to have that rest in our body, in our brain, to process the food that we consume, to give us that fasting time that's optimal for our brains. And so what we decided to do was to shift our eating time to our daughter's eating time. So we eat much early. We eat between 5 and 5:30 in the afternoon, and I prepare the food in the afternoon. But that then gives us much more time in the evening time for me to focus on what's important for me for my business. Yes, I do lose some time in the afternoon, but that's easy for me because of the work I do is to do that in the evening. And it also gives us much more time together as a couple before we go to bed. And it's about creating that quality time together. So we also have another hack where we now don't allow the use of any mobile phone in the bedroom. I know this is a common suggestion on lots of people, but it really does make a huge difference when you can just focus on each other in the bedroom and not have any other distractions available to you. And the great thing about this is you're dedicating that time that's appropriate for you to focus on what's important for you, to give you that greater mental clarity and performance, and really to let go of all of the distractions and to push them aside. So what steps can you take to really help yourself? Well, the first thing you might say to yourself, I don't have the time, it needs to be a quick fix. Well, many of the steps that you can take now are very quick fixes. They're very tiny habits. They're simple steps that can make a huge difference in your mental clarity and performance if you do them on a consistent basis. So the first thing is to define what mental clarity and enhanced performance means for you. What would that look like for you if you had much greater mental clarity and if your performance from a brain health perspective was elevated? The second thing is I'd like you to write down all of the distractions in your current life that keep getting in your way. Distractions from a physical perspective, distractions from a time perspective. Look at all of them, the environment that might be distracting you, all of the things that get in your way from having that mental clarity that you so crave. And then thirdly, I'd like you to create, as I've just explained myself, a distraction-free space and time. So dedicate a free space and a free time that you can really focus on having that mental clarity that you need to do the things that are important to you, to have that important me time, to focus on what will help you shift yourself to that next level of performance and potential in your life, to that next level of mental clarity, getting away from all of those distractions. Now, if you are struggling with creating greater mental clarity and performance, perhaps if you have an underlying brain health condition such as ADD, and that's a real struggle for you because you're so easily distracted, then there is hope. If you'd like to find out about how I can help you boost your mental clarity and performance and really lift yourself to that next level in life, really unleash your full potential, then make sure you click on the link below to register yourself for a free Unleash strategy call to find out how I can help you. I look forward to talking to you very soon.